The Chicago Bears have been one of the most active teams this offseason, signaling a commitment to rebuilding and reinforcing their identity. Among the most impactful moves was the hiring of Dennis Allen as the new defensive coordinator. Known for his work developing elite defenses in New Orleans and beyond, Allen is now tasked with restoring the Bears' defensive legacy, a unit that once defined the franchise. While Chicago made several notable acquisitions, Allen appears to have quickly become enamored with an unexpected player: undrafted rookie defensive back Tysheem Johnson. Johnson, formerly of the Oregon Ducks and Ole Miss Rebels, was signed by the Bears following an impressive rookie minicamp. Though his name didn't flash across draft boards, his performance and versatility caught Allen's attention immediately. According to team insiders, Allen has spoken very highly of Johnson, even suggesting that he could play a significant role in the defense this coming season. What makes this so intriguing is Allen's reputation. Over the past decade, he has built top-tier defenses and knows how to evaluate talent. If he's this vocal about an undrafted rookie, it's worth paying attention. Allen reportedly told team personnel that Johnson is a modern defensive back, capable of playing multiple roles, including both safety positions, cornerback, and even covering the slot. Exactly the kind of chess piece Allen loves to work with. Johnson hails from Philadelphia, Pennsylvania, and spent 3 years at Ole Miss before transferring to Oregon for his senior season. Across his 4 collegiate years, he played in 4 bowl games and was a consistent contributor. Standing at 5 feet 10 inches and weighing 200 pounds, Johnson combines solid size with impressive athleticism. His measurables include a 35-inch vertical leap, 4.45-second 40-yard dash, and a 7.47-second 3-cone drill, which together suggest both explosiveness and agility. But it's more than just physical tools that make Johnson stand out. It's his football IQ, adaptability, and ability to contribute in various aspects of the game. In addition to defense, he's projected to make an impact on special teams, a trait valued by special teams coordinator Richard Hightower. Having players who can contribute across multiple areas of the roster is crucial in today's NFL, and Johnson seems to fit that mold. Dennis Allen's praise for Tysheem Johnson underscores a broader vision for the Bears' defense, one that values versatility, flexibility, and depth. Speaking candidly about Johnson, Allen noted, "Johnson is a modern defensive back in that he can play both safeties, corner, and cover the slot. He can be moved all over to help with the back end's flexibility, which creates a chance to make the roster because the front office sees a defender who can do more when necessary instead of being pigeonholed into one position." This speaks volumes. It's not just that Johnson has the athletic tools, he also fits into the philosophical mold Allen is building around. With multiple sub-packages, hybrid coverages, and player rotation becoming more critical each year, having players who can seamlessly switch positions is a luxury few teams enjoy. Allen sees Johnson as a player who can make that possible. Interestingly, this isn't the only player Allen is experimenting with positionally. Kyler Gordon, a more established member of the Bears' secondary, is also being asked to expand his role. Allen shared that Gordon will likely be tested at both outside corner and safety this offseason. Does he go outside and compete at outside corner? Does he compete at some safety? I've told him that he needs to be learning both of those spots. The fact that Allen is pushing even veteran players out of their comfort zones illustrates the kind of flexible, matchup-oriented defense he envisions for Chicago. This defense won't be reliant on any one position group or scheme. It will be built to adapt, shift, and exploit weaknesses in opposing offenses. In that context, Johnson becomes even more valuable. His ability to line up in the slot against smaller receivers, cover deep as a free safety, or drop into the box as a strong safety gives Allen freedom to disguise coverages and change looks without needing substitutions. Add in his special teams value, and Johnson has the makings of a perfect rotational defender. Statistically, Johnson's college resume supports his potential. In 2023, During his final year at Oregon, he appeared in 13 games, recording 67 total tackles, 38 solo, 2.5 tackles for loss, and 3 interceptions, along with 3 pass deflections and 1 forced fumble. These numbers closely mirrored his production in 2022 at Ole Miss, where he logged 70 total tackles, 4 tackles for loss, a sack, and 2 interceptions. The consistency is there, and so is the physicality. Despite his size, Johnson plays with a downhill mentality. He's aggressive in pursuit, confident in man coverage, and rarely out of position. His 35-inch vertical gives him the ability to contest passes effectively, even against taller receivers. His 200-pound frame allows him to hit hard and wrap up reliably in open space. Looking at the Bears' depth chart, Johnson may face an uphill battle to make the 53-man roster, but with Dennis Allen's backing and his demonstrated versatility, he could carve out a role. At the very least, he's expected to compete for meaningful preseason reps, with an eye towards special teams and sub-package defensive snaps. Tysheem Johnson isn't the only undrafted rookie catching attention in Chicago. Major Burns, a safety from LSU, also impressed during rookie minicamp and was signed to a camp contract. Though Burns doesn't boast the same positional flexibility as Johnson, he brings size, experience, and attitude to the Bears' secondary. Burns, listed at 6'2" and 207 pounds, is a true safety, built to patrol the back end of the defense and provide run support. With a 37.5-inch vertical and 4.52-second 40-yard dash, he has the athleticism to cover ground and contest catches. His longer frame and leaping ability give him an edge against tight ends and bigger receivers. During the 2023 season at LSU, Burns played in 13 games, tallying 93 total tackles, 41 solo, 3 tackles for loss, and 1 sack. His pass defense was also notable, as he added 4 pass deflections, 1 interception, and even returned 1 for a touchdown. In 2024, his numbers declined, only 47 tackles, 2 pass deflections, and no interceptions. But this was largely attributed to opposing offenses avoiding his coverage zone. Coaches noted that quarterbacks were simply throwing away from Burns, which naturally impacted his stat line. Still, his ability to make plays in the backfield in 2024, with 4.5 tackles for loss and 1.5 sacks, showcases his growth as a blitzing safety. Dennis Allen is known to utilize safeties in creative blitz packages, and Burns could be a fit in that role. He's physical, reliable in run support, and capable of tracking ball carriers sideline to sideline. The question with Burns is whether he can expand his role. Unlike Johnson, he's not as comfortable in the slot or at cornerback. However, Allen has indicated that he's open to cross-training players, especially if it allows them to contribute in more areas. If Burns can show competence in man coverage or develop more lateral quickness, he could become another tool in Allen's defensive arsenal. It's worth noting that Burns and Johnson could be competing for a similar role in Allen's rotational schemes. However, their skill sets are different enough that both may make the roster in different capacities. Johnson as a movable defensive chess piece and special teams standout. Burns as a traditional strong safety with upside as a box enforcer. Together, these 2 undrafted players bring valuable competition to camp. They push the veterans, add depth to the defensive backfield, and represent the type of hungry, high-motor talent that coaches like Dennis Allen gravitate toward. If the Bears are to return to their defensive glory days, it may not be because of flashy signings, but rather because players like Johnson and Burns rise to the occasion. As the offseason progresses, all eyes will be on how Dennis Allen molds this defense. With a blend of young talent, creative scheming, and a commitment to versatility, the Bears have a real shot at reclaiming a top-tier defensive status. Whether that happens may hinge, in part, on the emergence of unlikely heroes like Tysheem Johnson, an undrafted rookie with all the traits of a future playmaker.